So hello again, everyone. It's me, your old friend David. Happy New Year! And first, if you had not seen my Facebook post about my shirt here, I got it from my one of my aunts and uncles as a birthday gift. I don't know if they got it from some kind of T-shirt making website or something, but yes, this is one of the birthday presents I got for this year. And right now it is late in the evening at the time of recording what you're watching. I actually have to get ready for bed to go to work in about 40 minutes, so I'm gonna try and make this quick. Hopefully I'll be able to. I have some very good news, which I am very excited to tell you guys about. But first, I want to tell you about some of the gifts for Christmas I got for this year. Now, starting with this thing here. Now, the camera I am using right now is the camera I've used for 10 years straight now. You know, it's one of the gifts I got for Christmas 2012. And, 10 years is plenty long for just about anything, even if the original thing is still perfectly functional. And so I finally got here this brand new modern digital camera, and this I am very amazed to get because this camera came with lots of really neat looking gadgets and add-ons. But first, let me show you the camera itself. It's all packed up in this little case here. So here it is. It's yes, it looks pretty neat, doesn't it? And I've already recorded some test clips on this thing, as well as a test photograph. Of course, I'm still trying to figure out some things on this thing, and of course, I also tested how the audio works on this thing. And that's the thing about one of the add-ons that I've gotten with this camera. See, it came with this little pop filter microphone, and I've tested on how the audio works with and without this microphone. Microphone on with short distance 0 dB. Short distance with 0 dB. Short distance with -10 BD. Now I'm testing with no microphone plugged in. Oh. I mean, I knew I had to take response to the way technology is advancing itself, but you know, I don't think you can blame me, can you? You just sometimes got to use what technology has to give. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure out the certain realities I can do with this thing. Hopefully, you guys find the quality on this thing. Okay, it's not more. It's no better than the quality of my current camera, which I'm still using, and thankfully it's still functional. But in the meantime, it's we got some pretty neat stuff to work with here, like this tripod carrier thing, whatever. And the camera also came with this three-piece lens widener add-on hood, and this remote too, so I can apparently can do like zoom ins and zoom outs on this on the thing while I'm a good distance from the camera itself. Quite interesting. Now let me show you the next thing, the other thing that was a Christmas gift. This thing here is a one-touch video capture device, and you may have seen a couple of VHS recordings that were from long ago that people have managed to port from their old-fashioned technology and onto their computer or something. And I think supposedly this thing is one of the many methods that was used to make this happen. This thing plugs into your VCR or DVD player or whatever, and it just simply records whatever video plays on your video device thing, whether it's DVD or VCR, and converts it into a digital video file that you can now import into your computer and publish it or something. And once again, I've tested this thing on some of my VHSs and one of my DVDs, and I gotta say, this thing works great. I can't believe it. Like, the importing to the PC works great too, which I am just so glad it does. I mean, wow. It works so much better than I thought. I also had gotten some pretty good gifts too, like new video games and new toy cars and new PJs and whatnot in between. But while I still have time, let me move on to the main deal that I have to give right now. So, back in 2018, as you might recall, I mentioned how my very, very beginnings, before I was a YouTuber, was all about making custom-made VHS tapes, like this one, for instance. And this was the one where I took this Buzz Lightyear action figure and just pretended to just played out a personal story of it attacking my Erdl trains.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Yeah, but in a supportive way.
And then, all these years later, right after 2006 of when it was recorded, courtesy of Walmart and YesVideo.com, I was able to have that VHS tape transferred into a DVD disc so I could re-watch it again in good quality. And with the help of YesVideo again, I did manage to publish this very video here on its website for the sake of you guys being able to see it. But sadly, that was only a temperamental thing. Aww. I don't remember how long that lasted for, but hopefully some of you guys actually did manage to find some links to it. But for those who did not see the VHS video, then get this. Thanks to my video converter here, I managed to record the DVD itself right onto a video file that I've already imported onto my computer. So, well, I can't believe I'm telling you guys this, but I now have the ability to show my my VHS work right on my own YouTube channel. And I bet you guys are like, wow, cool, or yay, or maybe even a little puzzled or something. And don't forget, this is not the only VHS tape I've made back in those days. I made many VHS recordings. I still have some of them. They're all just simply me messing around with my toys and just telling stories with them and reenacting stories with audio from my own television speakers. And now keep in mind, my friends, all my VHS tapes were recorded back between 2006 and 2007. And so this was back when I knew nothing about editing, not at all. And I also didn't know how to be original with my stories. Well, except for maybe one, and that was one where I told a story with my Tomy Tamika Arthur and with some of my Tomy Tamika trains, which was actually the very first time I played out a story with my Tamika models in general. But other than that, all the other the tapes I made are all rip-offs of various Thomas the Tank Engine episodes and various projects that other people made on YouTube at the time of when I recorded my tapes. But anyway, like I said, I was 12 and 13 years old when I started, and I was unexpectedly practicing to become a YouTuber. And you know what they say, you got to start somewhere, and when you got to start somewhere, you really got to start somewhere, at some way, in somehow. Besides, I'm pretty sure you'll be happy to watch my old home video footage anyway, because I think just about anyone can be happy when they're seeing what their favorite person, whether a friend, family member, or a celebrity, originally came from when they were younger. It could build up some kind of relation or something. And of course, with VHS video recording technology, there's that rather inconvenient drawbacks, because when I recorded the video of the first part of this video of my Buzz Lightyear attacking my trains, it was just it was me and my dad helping me, like he would be behind the camera, but once he showed me where the record button was, it was all just me from then on. And it was pretty frustrating to discover that technology is not always on your side. I mean, back then I was whenever I would push the record button on my old camera, it would erase 3 seconds of the previous clip that was recorded beforehand, and it would also have a 3-second delay before the recording would start. And so you'll end up realizing that some of the clips in some of the videos, all in this one compact disc, would stop short. But it's all part of the learning. I mean, it's not failures that take all our hopes away. It's quitting. I never gave up, and 16 years later, after recording the video, and all the other many video recordings, which I might publish on YouTube as well, here I am now, and at long last I can finally show my old technology to you guys, and show you where Declan H really began. Another thing to keep in mind is, of course, the fact that I was still going through puberty, and so I was still practically talking all young. So you'll notice how odd I was I was sounding then, and of course I barely knew much about narrating and whatnot in between. And what's more, nothing I did back then was even scripted or rehearsed. I mean, all I had was my imagination, and that's it. Yeah, I had a pretty good memory of the reality of Thomas and Friends then. I guess I still do. But I was that young and inaccurate with the characters' personalities. And a lot of the props and toys that I've used in those particular old-fashioned videos themselves are still here today. In fact, they're the same props and toys I've already used in all my in a lot of my YouTube videos throughout my entire YouTube timeline. From 2008 to now. Of course, not all the props lasted for just that long. Some of them are now broken, or just acting very stubborn. For instance, this is the exact same Thomas body from the same Thomas model that I've used in those VHS tapes of mine. All I did was just decided to modify it and make it look more interesting, or at least at some point when I was still young. And of course, some of these old props of mine have been reused all over again in my YouTube videos again and again. So in conclusion, I have finally brought more of my past life into my hard drive, so I can finally publish it. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, considering that I'm still a busy person with TJ Maxx and other big video projects, and plans for brand new YouTube shorts, and additionally, finding use for my brand new video and audio recording technology. So if I were you guys right now, I would keep my eyes peeled for Thomas and Friends versus the Giant Evil Spaceman and other stories, because they're finally coming to YouTube, and maybe some of the other VHS hobby tapes I've made. Because, like I said, all I have to do is just, use this thing to make it so. So I hope you guys are now happy to really go back in time. No, really go back in Deculminate history, back when it was all just nothing but privacy. Yep, that's how it was with VHS tapes. Just private home video viewing with just you and maybe your family and friends as an audience. And wow, 16 years later, here am I talking about it now. Furthermore, that's what my next posts are going to be. If you guys like the idea and are happy with it, as while I continue to make some new episodes of my personal Thomas and Friends parody series, which must have made it so this thing came a long way. And hopefully I'll be able to keep you guys entertained for another many more years, however long that'll be. We'll just have to wait and see, So I think I said enough for now. Thank you all for listening, and have a wonderful, happy New Year.